What's going on, guys? This is my 2023 Lowrider S. I've wanted to make some videos about motorcycles for a while now. My wife always tells me it's the one thing in the world that makes me more talkative than any other subject, and that's probably true. So I've got a couple ideas for videos, but the number one thing I wanted to talk about was this guy right here. Memphis Shades Road Warrior fairing. Now these things are a dime a dozen on lowriders. This is not an unusual addition. As you can probably tell, I'm running a 15-inch right now. It's pretty tall. I don't quite love how it looks. I'm going to get to that, but I'm actually going to be swapping this back out to a 13-inch. I'll get there when I get there. So I started running this fairing about a year ago, a little over a year ago, and I started off with an 11-inch vented windshield. And right away, literally pulling out of the driveway, I was like, damn, this is not going to work. The buffeting was horrible. Sorry, my lip looks kind of crazy right now. I got hit in the mouth last night at jiu-jitsu. I started running this a little over a year ago, 11-inch vented windshield, and my wife and I have probably read every single Reddit post, forum thread, just anything we could find about this windshield and getting it dialed in and reducing buffeting. So my thinking was, with the vented windshield, I've seen people saying that kind of helps equalize pressure behind the windshield and promotes airflow that reduces buffeting. I don't know. It's kind of pseudoscientific. I don't think a lot of people have actually done, like aerodynamic studies on these like half fairing T-Sport style fairings. So you're kind of just taking people at their word a lot of the time. But I thought the vented windshield would help, and it did not. So just pulling out of the driveway right away, I knew this is not going to work. I can't run this. I probably put up with it for 2 to 3 weeks before going down and getting a 9-inch windshield. I thought the 7-inch would be too short. I thought it would look kind of ridiculous. But I did go shorter because I saw a lot of people online saying that if you're a taller rider, for reference, I'm 6 feet tall, and I have a fairly normal torso length. I'm not like towering above the windshield or anything, but I was seeing repeatedly that a shorter windshield is actually better for taller riders because the choppy air, the air coming over the top of the windshield, is hitting you in the chest instead of the head, so that will reduce buffeting. That was the logic, at least. That was not the case for me. The 9-inch also did not work. I would say it was a little better than the vented one, but generally speaking, it just wasn't getting the job done. So probably put up with that for a month. Then I bought a used 13-inch non-vented from someone on Facebook Marketplace. And as soon as I started running the 13-inch, I was like, okay, cool. We've got something here. I can make this fairing work. 13-inch was great. I didn't have any problems with it up until about 65 miles per hour. So like highway speed, you start getting, choppy air at the head. And then anything over like 75 or 80 is when it really just gets kind of bad. And I wear glasses and contacts, but when I was wearing glasses inside the helmet, everything was shaking. So I was having two planes, like the visor and my glasses were shaking, and it was really just kind of, disrupting my vision. So I figured, why not try a 15-inch? I bought this one brand new. Probably not the smartest thing because these are like $110 shipped. But I bought it new thinking, okay, maybe a taller shield with the 15-inch, a shield taller than the 13-inch will get that buffeting reduced or completely gone. And that was also not the case. So I'm going to actually be switching this back down to a 13-inch because I really have no discernible difference between the 13-inch and the 15-inch, and I think the 13-inch looks better. Now, I kind of named this video like it's meant to be a review of the entire fairing, not just the windshields. So I want to quickly talk about something that I don't see people talking about a lot. In fact, I've probably only seen like 1 or 2 people explicitly mention this. With these T-Sport style fairings, if you're not familiar, Harley actually kind of, the Road Warrior is a little different. I mean, it's kind of a T-Sport, it's kind of not. But with this style of fairing, what you're looking to do is take wind off of your body. If you ride, I'm sure most of you do if you're watching this, you'll have experienced, unless you've only had motorcycles with fairings, you'll have experienced the sensation of just being fucking pummeled by the wind on your chest, especially on the freeway. And for 10 to 20 minutes, that's fine. But for a longer ride, it can get really exhausting. My wife and I regularly ride down to Orange County. I live in Los Angeles. So that, that can be a 90-minute ride. And like all in one go, that can get pretty exhausting with the wind just blasting you on the body. So that's what this fairing is for. This fairing takes wind off of your body and redirects it. So you have to understand that it's a trade-off, right? I've seen people just complain, oh, this fairing sucks. It's like, it's giving me head buffeting. It's horrible. It's not doing what it's supposed to do. No, it is doing what it's supposed to do. It's supposed to take wind off your body, but that wind has to go somewhere else. And a lot of the time, the wind goes straight to your head. Now, I've seen shorter guys say they can run this fairing with zero issues, just straight up, all pros, no cons. That's awesome. Very happy for you. I think the idea is if you are short enough or if your windscreen is tall enough, the air will just shoot right over your head and you won't have any like choppiness shooting at your helmet. But that's unfortunately never been the case for me. All 4 windshields I've tried have had some drawback, and it is what it is. It's just it's something you have to put up with. I did actually take this off because thankfully the Road Warrior has the quick detach feature. So I did take this off just to see, like, well, maybe I should just run it with, maybe I should just build the bike out with no fairing. And so I took that for a little rip on the freeway, and I was just like, wow, I forgot how much it sucks to just get pummeled by the wind. And the thing about the wind is the faster you go, the faster the wind is going. So, I mean, the faster you're riding, the more you're fighting it. So I guess I just wanted to ultimately make this video to, one, defend the purpose of the fairing. The fairing is important. It is useful. It serves a purpose. I think it is worth the money. But I think what you should do, if you're looking at buying this fairing, is mentally mark up the price an extra $200 or so, because you will probably need to buy an extra windshield or 2 just to get everything dialed in. So it's probably $600 or $700 all in, because you need the headlight cowl, the extension bracket, and then you have to buy the windshield separately. And so I would just say, don't look at this as like a $600 or $700 fairing. Look at it as maybe like an $800 or probably not $900. That's dramatic. Most people don't spend as much on this as I do, but probably an $800 fairing is what I would do. And if you can stomach that price and you still think it's worth it, because let's be honest, it looks great. I think that's the reason most people run it. But if you can stomach that price and you still want it, I would definitely pull the trigger on it. It's absolutely worth running, and it does its job. I would say the pros outweigh the cons. I mean, not having that wind blast you in the chest is absolutely worthwhile. So yeah, that's my review. I'm torn. I don't hate how this looks. I do think it's a little too tall, but I think I am going to go back down to the 13-inch because I think that was just the happy medium. If this performed a little better, I would keep it, but I've literally noticed no difference between this and the 13-inch, so I'm going to go back down. But yeah, appreciate you guys watching. Pull the trigger on this fairing. It's worth getting. Just bear in mind, you will probably have to try a couple iterations before you get it all dialed in. So, yep, thanks for watching. Subscribe if you feel like it. I will probably be coming out with some more videos about motorcycles because I do love to talk about them. And yeah, have a good one.